Hey, this is Vishesh from Pod 1.0.2, also called BitLoans, with my teammates Utsav and Nitish. And we'd like to show you our app, COVID Aid. Before I jump into how the app works, let me give you a brief story about how we got to the idea. The idea stems from an experience I recently had. One of my neighbors got infected with the virus COVID 19, and 3 out of the 4 members of the household had to be admitted to a hospital at a different location, leaving the eldest member of the family alone and without the ability to ask for help in case he needed anything essential or was in distress. This happened to come about when we were discussing and thinking of the idea, and now also we'll talk about what the app is.
So today our world is going through one of its darkest times due to COVID-19, which has taken over the globe. It has brought entire community to a standstill because of the lockdown and the nature of the disease itself. But this fight is compounded for the people who are alone, especially old COVID patients who need to get medicines or grocery delivered to their home, which is still not possible in a lot of small towns. In these situations, they are entirely dependent on community for help. This is where we come in with a solution to enable people who need help. The objective with COVID Aid is to facilitate the ease with which someone in need of help can request for help and can be helped out by others. It was our aim to recreate this sense of community within a digital platform with dedicated functions for specific tasks so as to make the experience accessible to all. Now my podmate Nitish is going to show the flow of our app. Over to you, Nitish.
Hi, I'm Nitish. Let me give you a small briefing about the app flow. As soon as you open the app, the login screen pops up. If you are new here, you can go to sign up page to create an account. Once you have your credentials, you can enter username and password and log into the app. This is the home page. Here you can request for help by filling a small form providing details about your contact info and help required. All these help requests will appear here in help others page, where people who can help others can find someone who they can help. If you want to help someone, clicking on know more will give additional details about the person who posted the help request. You can also call or do a WhatsApp message right from here. Finally, once you have decided to help, you can click on accept request, which will then notify the person who posted the request about your acceptance. All the details about the accepted request will appear in the request history page. Here you can reach out the person who accepted your request. In order to gamify the things a bit, we added a feature where a person who helped you can gain points when you click on request fulfilled button. And finally, based on these points, one can stand up on top of the leaderboard. So let's get into the tech stack. We have built this app using Android native SDK, paired with few open source libraries to enhance the UI functionalities. And now, Vishesh will explain how we utilized Flask and GitHub throughout our development.
Hey, one of the open source projects assigned to our pod is Flask, and that's what we've written the backend in. And the various components of the backend are as follows: Poetry for dependency management, Flask as our backend framework, Postgres as the relational database, SQL Alchemy for object serialization mapping, and Marshmallow for object serialization and deserialization. The backend is currently deployed in virtual machine, hosted on DigitalOcean using the GitHub student developer credits, and is fronted with Nginx to proxy all the requests made to the VM back to the server. The timeline of the backend looks something like this. We first set up a sensible directory structure of Flask, then set up the APIs for login and signing up and signing out. Then we defined all our databases tables, wrote all the core APIs for the application, and then documented all the APIs. We used GitHub extensively throughout development, tracking our tasks on the project page, filing issues. As you can see, there's still some of them open, working with PRs to solve issues or implement new functionality, and reviewing those PRs and merging them into the main branch. As for individual contributions, since I've had prior experience with Flask, I set up the backend, wrote a bunch of the core APIs, documented the code for the front end, and deployed it onto DigitalOcean. Also, I helped Utsav, who's relatively new to the language, have an easier time learning it and helped him solve some of the issues he ran into. Some of the new things I learned were weirdly branch naming conventions, how to do auto-generating Flask documentation, which we did not end up using, and how to do deployment and the configuration of Nginx.
So I was the only one completely new to Python. I started with Python, which was really intuitive to grasp, and then finally started working on the Flask framework, which makes building REST APIs really easy. Also, this was my first time working with like PRs and issues, which made me appreciate the power of GitHub. And one of the cool things I got to learn was rebasing and resolving conflicts, which seemed a little frustrating initially, but once you get the hang of it, it's awesome.
I have developed the wireframes and built the whole Android app. I have learned about handling sessions in Android and have implemented the same. I have also taken this opportunity to learn few basics about the Flask. Apart from the development stuff, we also concentrated a lot on writing the documentation for the app and the REST API. We have also added a full-fledged guide for environment setup so that it will be useful for people who are willing to contribute to our project in future. Currently, we have released the MVP version of the COVID Aid on GitHub releases, and we are planning to launch it on Play Store soon. That's our project COVID Aid for you. Hope you like it. Thank you.